Looks like Trump is officially getting sued for his $100,000 API that he started. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions here with a super quick market update. We just wrapped up our live trading session with the LPP team. And again, markets gapped up if you guys did not see during the pre-market session, just like we told you guys yesterday. Yesterday was the CPI report, Consumer Price Index report. Today was the PPI report, and it came in better than what was expected, lower than what was expected. Expectation was 4.9%, 4.7% was reported. Markets celebrated. And this was after markets opened. They gapped up. The part that I did share within our LPP live session is, remember, what was it, 1 or 2 months ago when the PPI report came out much higher than what was expected? Markets didn't sell off. They only like to celebrate the good news and never want to accept the bad news. They still remain elevated when even higher inflation is reported. This is what I call irrational markets. Nonetheless, markets celebrated, they've gapped up. We've been waiting for this. A handful of our LPP traders went long as direction was in their favor, but then they began taking profits as we began to trade sideways and began showing signs of a slight resistance. Now we're waiting for the gap down. If you guys have not seen also the update, again, the government officially posts its largest July budget deficit in history at $432 billion due to the acceleration in federal spending. Interest on U.S. debt rose $26 billion last July, levels that are alarming, $118 billion for the month. This has put total interest expense for this year, 2026, up to $1.17 trillion. That is what we just pay on money that we borrow, interest. As a result, interest expense has officially surpassed both national defense and Medicare spending. We now spend more on interest payments alone than we do on national defense and Medicare spending. In other words, the U.S. government now spends more money on interest than it does to fund the entire U.S. military or provide health care for seniors. We cannot afford higher interest. This is why Trump is so particular on how U.S. Treasury yields are doing. The higher the yield, the more that the U.S. pays on its debt, on money that it borrows. And again, if the situation in Japan continues to get worse, guess what happens? If they begin to sell U.S. Treasuries, then U.S. Treasury yields begin to go higher, and that means that we will even pay more in money that we borrow, again, allocating more to that debt. Also, breaking, President Trump says that he has officially been sued in federal court over Trump media selling advanced millisecond access to market-moving Truth Social post subscribers, paying up to $100,000 per month via Truth API. Again, I'm just happy to see that. I don't care, again, if you're a Democrat or a Republican. It's like, if we were to do this and we influence markets, we would be thrown in jail. I believe everyone should be held to the same standard. If he is doing things that, again, are not legal for the average person, then he definitely, as the person in power that was voted into power, should not be put in a position where he can enrich himself. And this is like the stupid part, is that this comes just hours after Iran's IRGC senior advisor has called for the U.S. congressional investigation into Trump, his family, and his inner circle, including Kushner and Witkoff, over war-related insider tradings. So supposedly, large specific trades were taken right before major announcements were released. Again, would it really surprise us if you guys look into Trump's, again, this is not an opinion, this is a fact. If you look into how much Trump has made in just the past 2 years with his companies, he has made more in the past 2 years than he has made in his entire life, just because of how he's been able to position himself. That is not coincidental. That is, again, in my opinion, market manipulation. That being said, NASDAQ market remains elevated. And to add to it, we have one of the lowest VIX since lowest level of 2026. It now plunges below 15. For those that do not know, VIX is considered the fear or the volatility index. When VIX drops, that means that there's low fear. When VIX rises, then that means that there is high fear or high volatility. For me, again, when you zoom out, We talked about this, and you look at the larger time frames, we're approaching a previous resistance range. To me, it's all I need to see of like, hey, at these elevated levels, I'm not scared to be invested, but I'm also not going to be leveraged. That's the last thing that you want. Just like when Bitcoin was at 126, just like for the South Korean traders, when markets, chip and memory chip companies were trading at all-time highs, that is the last thing that you want to do at overbought levels, to get greedy when, again, market is incredibly overbought. So again, just a heads up, we're paying very close attention to this. If it begins to sell off, what we're paying close attention to is the setup here on Micron. Micron with a huge runner on the day. On the 4-hour time frame, you can see that this is a common resistance range, and we have previous support levels of $700. But again, we are waiting for confirmation of a sell-off if it actually ends up presenting itself. As of right now, markets are bullish, direction is bullish, and we need to respect it. Entering a short before confirmation would come at a greater form of risk, and that's the last thing that we want. And again, that's exactly what we covered in our LPP live trading session. As of right now, direction is in favor for the bulls, not the bears. We're overbought, but overbought doesn't mean that it has to sell off right now. Stay patient, stay calculated, and make sure you watch your position size, both for long or for short. Be aware of how much exposure you have out there in case direction turns against you. Very excited to follow up. I'll do my part in keeping you guys up to date. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to comment down below or send me a message via Instagram. And don't forget, if you want to join us for tomorrow's live trading session, it's the second link in the description down below. And again, right at market open, you'll be able to watch me trade live. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.